And welcome to episode 13 of Tomb of Annihilation. Last session saw the group uncover some more plots. You basically went to Uralunga and spoke to a Guardian Naga there, and the Guardian Naga vowed to help you in return for you swearing an oath to kill the hated enemy Razni, the one who has committed genocide on the land of Chultan, raised the undead, and cursed the land. And Razni is also thought to be involved in a plot in the lost city of Omu to end the world, which could well be involving awakening the Night Serpent. Was it Dendra, Night Serpent?
Yep.
And is also believed that Razni is connected with the Death Curse, the main reason why you're here, and therefore the Soulmonger, which is the item which is believed to be either causing the Death Curse or be capable of stopping it. This you're not sure, although you believe the lost city of Omu that the Naga told you is somewhere located somewhere in between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame. So you have something to go on now. And that was kind of where we left it. There was some snake eating competition and things that went on. But you all survived, and you find yourself now on the bright, sunny dawn of a brand new day, even though it wasn't when you went in. There was some strange temporal disturbance that's gone on while you're in Uralunga. But you now find yourself surrounded by beautiful purple orchids at the base of the ziggurat, and you are left contemplating what your next actions will be. Take it away, folks.
Do you think these purple orchids are a shortcut to bypass the snakes?
I don't think we'll be able to bypass again. I don't think we need.
I was just asking you what the purple orchids were for.
They're flowers. They're very
the other
pretty.
flower you had something on the head, and the other thing you did something else. So what do you do with these ones?
Barlin, what have you got against orchids?
Well, they weren't here when I went up that ramp, I'll tell you that now. I would have noticed them.
Flowers grow.
You might think they're a bit too much like orcs.
Possibly. She was very helpful anyway.
She was very what?
Helpful. He said, remembering to do an
helpful?
accent. The Guardian Naga.
Yeah, but you said helpful, but I was querying that and saying, how was she helpful? By saying helpful with a question mark at the end of it. So that meant you were meant to fill in how she was helpful.
She gave us information.
The word back to me. Oh, like
the location of where we should be able to find Razni, and she confirmed that he is involved in some way with the situation with the Soulmonger.
Oh.
Apparently, he's in the lost city of Omu.
The Soulmonger's a man?
No, Razni.
I always thought Razni was a lady. Sounded
No,
like a lady name.
Razni is a criminal, a heinous man. He has much to pay for. But anyway, it is hard to find. Son is desperately trying to remember what was said. And it is located between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame. At which point she unrolls the map that we got from Sandra, which has got some extra bits filled in. But she indicates on the map where the Valley of Lost Honor is and where the Peaks of Flame are.
Well, that's easy. That there is just going to be somewhere in there.
But it is a large area of jungle nonetheless. That is 50 miles diameter.
Well, it's far smaller than searching all this area.
Indeed. And of a land, it would be almost 250 miles travel. So
250 days.
I think, no, 112 days.
Why?
Why so fast?
Because we travel roughly 20 miles a day in the jungle. Once I've cleared a path and make sure you don't stumble into brambles and the like.
We've travelled from the Fort Nazir, or whatever we call it, and we've
Nazareth.
traveled to here, and we've met funny dinosaurs, a big crocodile tried to eat me. We've fought undead in a temple. We got attacked by other undead. We got other undead attacking us. And we had
Goblins,
the other-
purple mist,
yeah,
hammerbeak.
yeah. And that's only in that distance, and that's like nothing compared to what that other place is.
Most
Nothing.
likely. And also, I will note that
Add days
this,
onto that.
she's indicating the bits where we've marked in. We have detected the undead tent, and she indicates an area that essentially sort of almost like a U shape that's above where we think Omu might be. And we will encounter more undead here. The tent appears to be getting stronger in that direction.
Yeah, so you add on all the extra days for trying to stay alive, and it's going to be longer than 112 days.
No, 12 days, not 100.
Because you said 112 days to travel 200 odd miles.
I had to do some extra maths in my head. Out of character, I was dividing it by 2 to get the days when it should have been the number of hexes divided by 2. 25 hexes approximately divided by 2, 12 and a half days. Didn't you mention, Balin, something about, well, it is closer to the southern coast. Perhaps we should take your
Yeah.
suggestion and get
Yeah.
the boat.
I said that even before you showed me the map, and it seems I was right. So let's head back to the big port and find a boat, because that's where the boats are.
Well, we're going there straight away then.
I think it's stop off in Cabin Vengeance and get some money for doing something brilliant we might have done.
Inform
I
them
think
of
they
what has
have.
happened. I think it is our only real lead, unless, well, I mean, we can make inquiries. We have no idea what is at the Peaks of Flame or the Valley of Lost Honor. There should be somebody back in Neanderthal that does, though.
I think the Valley of Lost Honor would be known by paladins because they're all honor people, aren't they? Probably know
True.
why it's called that.
Assuming it was their people that named it. But we can ask.
Looks in our language. Don't like the thing that says Cobalt Mountains though, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
No.
Shall we head
And-
back then?
Yes,
Should get going.
we should
Yes.
retrace our steps. A known path is a safer path.
We don't need to climb up to.
No, we do not need to climb up to Mbala.
So we don't trace our paths totally.
Not entirely.
Yes, that's good. Pointing this out.
And when we get to the river, just remember we have to stay alert and disembark before the canoes hit the top of each water.
And watch out for crocodiles.
Okay, so you begin to you up camp and start to head eastwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's really hard to see the hexes on the other map.
It is, isn't it? Sorry.
2, 5.
Which map?
The one with the
The one with the
camp on.
pins.
Not really easy to
Oh.
see in either of them. Well, at least not in like the jungle pack.
Well, there I am. I'm up there.
Yeah, if we stick to jungle, which we might want to do a little bit more on the way back, that's 5
Oh.
days. We should get there midway through day 5.
Someone better look up and make sure the ring thief things aren't following us.
Oh, the flying monkeys.
You just said that.
Okay. You keep an eye out for flying monkeys as you travel during the day. You haven't gone far when I'm taking it. Santa will be in the front, probably, would you?
Yep.
Yes, survival, please. Very good. Did you do a marching order? Kind of. Oh, I think it was a canoe marching order. Well,
Yeah, well, Santa and Jade will be at the front regardless.
I'm always in the middle. Just don't want to be at the back and don't want to be at the front.
Does Wobbling want to be at the back? Or should I go at the back? We might as well have one of us at the front, one of us at the back of our group, and then obviously Sana ahead of us.
Who's the strongest and more endurance worthy of the two of you?
Both as strong as each other.
Because there might be instances of suggesting you need to cut this, you need to hack that. So you're not getting a free ride.
We've both got strength 16. In fact,
Of course, on the party sheet, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Valora Coolbleeze is still in the party sheet in
Yeah.
marching formation.
And yeah, but Warbling's got a higher con. He's got the endurance.
so we can go at the back in case we get attacked to the back.
I'm thinking more that you can be at the front in case there's a particularly arduous tendril that needs to be cut through, so that Santa
That's
doesn't
not
have to worry about it.
Constitution, though, is it?
I know, but it's a combination. If you have to do that a lot, yeah, you have to do it a lot though.
That's still not Constitution. Because it's not endurance Constitution, is it?
Yeah.
Well, not in this game, it's not.
Endurance is Constitution,
It
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh, we've got a new map up, guys.
And yes, I've shared a new jungly map for you.
Put Warbling behind me.
So something's not going to happen, honest.
Yeah, nothing ever happens when I put a map out. I do sometimes put a map out and nothing happens just because.
Oh yeah, I'm also riding my horse, which might affect things.
I see a couple of things missing from the map. There's a dinosaur, a owl, and the 5,000 undead that Grimmet has made by now.
Oh, I thought I put them on one time.
You can only have 4.
I was making a joke.
Never joke about it.
So he has 4 undead. Picking out. But he doesn't do anything with them.
You made them run away last time.
He did. I thought it's all right. We've got a meat shield there.
I mean, they can't be that difficult to
Run away.
get more of them, right?
Okay, is anyone doing anything special? Is your
Well,
Just
can
keeping an
you
eye out.
not meat shields.
Depends if this is a surprise or not. If it's not a surprise, I'm hiding. Feel it's a surprise though.
I'll remind that even while I'm scouting, Anna can still spot things. She doesn't lose that ability doing scouting.
sorry, what was the ability?
Just she doesn't. She remains as attentive, even while doing exploration-y type things. Normally, if you're doing something on an overland travel, you have to sacrifice something else in order to do it. The ranger proved terrain doesn't.
You all hear a woman's voice cutting through the jungle sounds around you. The voice says, Jobal, damn you, curse you to the 9 hells.
She sounds like a hag old woman.
She doesn't sound like a hag.
What direction's it coming from?
That kind of way to your sort of southeast-ish.
Is Jobal a common name, or is it a religious connotations, or
Isn't it a place? I don't know. No.
no idea?
Trying to work out the accent as well. Maybe it's an accent from here rather than from where we're from.
That's a good point. Does it sound local?
Her accent, it sounds not local. It sounds as if it's probably from Cormyrian accent.
Cool.
I hear the sound of gold.
Shall we? She may need assistance. Shall we investigate?
Oh yes, if there's gold involved, I will assist.
Spare my horse.
Head in that direction.
Horse should probably get there faster.
Okay,
It's gonna make its way through jungle.
yep. Okay, as you sort of make your way, you can all move yourselves a bit if you want. You see Santa's sort of headed off that way. If anyone else wants to
How
move
far
up, you
can we
may.
move?
Up to behind where Santa is, I guess.
Santa can move faster than us, can't
Yeah, especially through her jungle terrain. So.
we?
But I'm on a horse that can go 60 feet,
Oh yeah, your horse.
60 meters.
Yeah.
So even if it's half speed, it's still normal speed.
Yeah, it can keep up.
That can be 5 squares. There we go.
I was looking into mounted. I think really it basically just means that you move quicker. while you're on your horse.
Yeah, I was wondering, does it give you any benefits? There is a feat, isn't there? You can get mounted combat.
Yeah,
Is that right? It's not-
I think you get fit. Otherwise, it really means that you move quicker, kind of thing. No worries, Polly. Okay, as you get to about there, you see a figure crash through the undergrowth, sort of heading in your direction. It looks like this. There's a woman with a scar running right from her lip up to her ear. She pauses as she sort of sees you and then starts to move quickly in your direction, saying, "Jobal, damn you! You'll pay for what you've done."
Miss, is there anything we can do to help?
Can I kick off Divine Sense?
Joe who?
Please.
Divine Sense, she is undead. But only you know that at this point.
Is that all right? It doesn't tell me anything beyond undead. No, it doesn't, does it? Can I sense anyone else, or is it just literally...
I wouldn't even be able to sense that because they're already undead in the area.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm only within 60 feet, so...
Yeah. Miss,
Is-
what is the problem? Can we help?
She continues to walk towards you. Says, "You left us. You left us to die. You'll pay for what you've done." And she starts to move towards you even quicker. Her pace getting up to nearly a sort of jog as she is running directly towards you now. I'm going to chuck it into rounds.
Who? Why? We didn't.
Cool. First, so we are not. We do not know this Jobal of whom you speak. We are not here to hurt you, and I'll back away. Just back away to just about there. So there's basically a big man on a horse between me and her.
Oh, thanks.
Happened.
5, 10.
Do you want me to bother rolling persuasion or anything, or is she beyond
You can roll persuasion, certainly.
particular? If you're not with a 5.
You're going to pursue her with, though. I missed that bit.
Yeah, I was just we do not know this Jobal. We are not here to hurt you. But she obviously didn't believe in me.
She doesn't really appear to register what you are saying, but she does look towards you and quicken her pace.
I'll fly up and try and spot if there are any other undead lurking nearby, any other people, movement, anything.
Okay, the owl takes to the air, catching the current's thermals and on the wind as he rises high up above the forest canopy and looks down. Doesn't see anything else suspicious.
I guess I didn't sense anything other than the one undead.
I think it just says undead, doesn't it? I think that's all you get from it, but you don't sense any others.
I'm right in thinking she doesn't obviously look undead.
I know the location of any undead celestial fiend, so if there are more, I could tell exactly where they are.
She looks malnourished. She's got that really bad wound across her face, but she doesn't look obviously undead. You know, she hasn't got.
So recently, would we assume, fair assumption, that she's a recently? I don't know. How do you create an undead? So obviously she died and then raised again. Or
Glimmick might be able to answer that. He seems.
my religion would my religious.
Don't forget,
know?
the only person that even knows she's undead at the minute is Lionel.
True.
Right. Yeah, would my religion be able to tell me anything about how undead are,
Yes.
I don't know, created or whatever it is?
Yeah, you can make me a religion roll if you wish.
No, I can't.
Well, you will know kind of how undead are created, but there's sort of many different ways that you create undead, and you're a bit shocked at the moment with her jumping out of here being undead. You're not really sure exactly what she is.
Lionel didn't go to school. He didn't learn anything.
Seminary.
Mm,
Is that Lionel in the front?
Maybe.
Chat with Jade
Santa
in front
backed
of him.
off and walked behind me.
It's Jade right in front of Lionel, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Can't move yet.
She comes right up to you, Lionel, and I'm sorry about this. She reaches out towards you and sort of grabs your cloak on the sides of your, side of your shoulders, and says, "Curse you, Jamal! Curse you, Jamal!" And her at this point, she does become obviously undead to everybody. It'll be a shock for all of you as she displays a horrifying visage.
Is it a shock to all of us that Lionel has a new girlfriend? Because I don't think it is a shock to us.
Right. Can I attempt to stab her in the head? Oh, well.
On your go, you may.
Oh, okay.
It's basically supernaturally horrific what you see. It's like looking into a sort of a well of pure emotion, of despair and anger, and sort of a toiling grief, sadness, loss. Lots of different emotions hit you, and a wave of fear runs across you. Make me a saving throw, please. A wisdom saving throw.
Is that everyone or just Lionel?
Sorry, just Lionel.
Yay.
Oops.
Oh, it's got to be good.
Oh no,
No?
sorry, yours was good. I apologise.
Oh.
Because, oh my god, this is awful. Sorry, everybody needs to make me a wisdom saving throw, and you really do not want to fail this, folks. So I'll throw inspiration at it as maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I've seen what my wisdom's like. I'm going to be using my little circle.
Yeah, I've only got a +2 as well.
They haven't added the +2?
I didn't have.
Oh,
a
you haven't
+2.
rolled yet. Sorry. Sorry, one person. Oof, we're doing well, I think.
Have to know what the target is.
Limit.
Ah, right. Now,
Come on,
The
Jade,
lowest is 15.
roll.
there's one thing we haven't added to Jade, which is her +2 to her saving throws.
Okay, yeah, one moment. Well, you
I
might
think
be able to put that
actually
straight.
she gets her proficiency bonus to her saves, so she'll be a +3
I
now.
don't think Glimmit's undead. I need to save against anything here.
I think they're immune to fear, aren't they?
The Isle.
I think the undead are fine, yes.
I manually
Wow.
added the +3 there.
2 20s.
Okay.
I did roll a 2 as well, but I had to use advantage.
Don't forget the roll, Carrie.
Good uses of advantage there, what you've dropped.
You were rolling the wisdom save.
Wisdom saves, please, sir.
Where are the saves?
On your main
Page,
Yeah.
little dice.
Front page on the right hand side.
You should have advantage on that.
Oh, luckily
You
for
did.
you.
How did you get advantage?
15 was lowest.
Spending inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Did you spend inspiration, Glimmet?
Oh, sorry. I thought everyone was getting advantage for some reason. No, I rolled an 11 in that case.
In which case, that's a fail.
Spend inspiration.
Inspiration's so rare, I'm holding on to it.
We just
Okay.
need
You
to
won't
bug
be
the
able to
ref for it
use
more
it ever
often.
again.
That's all.
We were just told that feeling this would be very, 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 very bad.
Well,
Uh-huh.
it actually depends who you are, I guess, and how bad it would be. But, well, okay. Basically, Glimmet, you are frightened unless you're immune to fear. But the emotion coming from this creature is it's just a staggering an amount of sort of jumbled emotions, and it just leads to confusion and terror on your part. You get away with that. If you'd have failed by so much, something really bad had happened. Potentially. Character ruiningly bad. Depending on who you are, I guess.
Clean underwear.
She is some sort of banshee or something. Style undead.
I don't know. We'll do a
Do we
post-mortem
think?
afterwards.
Do we think?
Okay, Glimmet, you're frightened. You can make another save at the end of each of your turn, ending on a success.
Disadvantage, and he can't move any closer to her.
Disadvantage, pretty much everything's bad.
That's her go. Minion 1, I guess.
We'll probably just carry out his orders, standing orders to protect me, so do nothing, I guess.
Well, he's got a readied action then to attack anything that attacks you. Is that what you're doing with it?
Yeah, but it's not obvious that she's attacked me, has it? She's just run up and been all scary. And
Oh, yes, sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, I was just trying to work out what your readied action was, not that. That's fine.
Okay. I will obviously look at the woman and go, have an arrow in the face. Oh, you've already had an arrow in the face. Have another one. Try to find my combat options, probably at the very bottom. There we go. I forgot. You guys are new, so I get sneak attack. Yay! I hit!
Good shot.
Oh, I did a load of damage!
Resist.
And with my bonus action, I go diving into some sort of over undergrowth and go, hide.
There's plenty of that around. Okay, so you let off a shot. It strikes her. It does appear to be resisted somewhat, but you manage to hide afterwards. Pretty well. Where's Bollinger?
And that's me.
Right,
Corbin.
I'm going to see that as a sign to attack. We've probably concluded that she is hostile at this point. So I'm just going to charge in and draw my sword and actually do some fancy feinting.
There's no sound effect for feint.
And I get another attack, don't I?
You do?
Yay.
Oh yeah, we've got 2 attacks.
Do a quick follow up on that.
How do you know if you get 2 attacks?
You've got the extra attack ability.
Doesn't everyone get that? Is that just fighter types?
Most people get it at some point.
Fighters are particularly good at it.
Yeah.
Do fighters get like a third attack or anything
Yep.
like that later on?
Yep.
Do they?
Yep, yep.
Oh,
I
nice.
think they might even get 4.
Wow. Cool. Oh, it's me. I will attack. What did you attack with? Sorry.
Longsword.
Slashing, and it's partially resisted.
That might be because it's physical, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
She doesn't look skeletal.
I will use. Well, I think I said I was going to stab her, so that'd be longsword.
Smite her.
Yes, I might have to smite it if I get a hit first.
You have to declare that one first.
No, only after I've hit. Right.
Just before he does the wounds.
20 would have been good. Let's try a smite.
Why does that not say hit
She's
though?
undead, so I gave him a bonus. Does it add that on automatically? I think it does, doesn't it?
You've got to
Well,
make
you
sure you drop the
smite,
damage
yeah.
on her. So
Yeah, make sure you drop the
Oh,
damage
oh,
on
oh.
her because
Hold on a minute. Yeah, it is. It has got it typed as
Does it?
undead. It's fine. Yeah, it's typed.
So it should
It's got
do
F
it.
type undead. An extra D8 damage.
So it should do 3d8 unless I do a second level spell. Should be 4d8.
you need to make sure you pick the right
Go on.
side.
How do I up it so it's a second level spell? So I do a fourth, or do I just roll an extra d8?
No, hold on a minute.
You make a different ability and click that one instead of this one. You've got.
Yeah, and they put another
Ah,
line
okay.
on for you. 1 second.
I'll need to remove this divine smite then, and to
Yeah,
presume, otherwise it'll roll 7.
Okay, don't worry about
I
that
don't know.
then. I'll sort it out.
Sorry, people.
Calm down,
One
Scav.
time again.
Calm down. He's making it. Patience, patience.
I've got nothing.
Right, so it's your divine smite ability.
Yes.
So what
Well,
we
let's do-
want on here is another line for another effect line, isn't it, for damage?
He wants a level 2 version, I think it is, or something.
Yes. So it takes up a level 2 spell slot, but does extra damage. Oh. Help!
Why?
expect there's activity on sheets that only Gaz can see.
Yep. This thing's happening on my sheet.
So, what does it do exactly? Is it base 2d8 when you put it up a level?
It goes to 3d8.
It goes
So
to
it starts at 2. Yeah, it starts at 2d8 as the base at 1. Then it goes up an extra d8 for each level above that. So it'll be a 3d8 plus the. Does it need to be a roll because it says action in brackets? The other one says roll, the 2d8 one.
Well spotted. 1 second.
So it's like you can D8 slashing, 4d8 radiant.
Maybe. We'll see.
There you are. Expand on next roll. That's right. Yeah. So the roll means it disappears after the next roll. So I'll take the other effect off. There you go. Sorry that took a while,
Right,
but
so
once
if
it's
I-
set up, it's set up. So if you click the new one now, yay!
Me. Right.
It takes a bit of time set up, but once it's done, that's it, isn't it? I guess.
You only get to-
It didn't do an extra d8. This needs to be another one.
She didn't drop it on her.
It did 48.
I'm
You
targeting her. No, but one's my weapon. Then it should have 3d8 for being an extra level, and then an extra d8 for being.
Okay, well you're not
So
targeting.
it
her
should
from
do a total
start.
of 5d8.
See,
Am I not? I am
No.
targeting her, aren't I?
no, you're not.
Just
If
drop it on
you
the.
look on the combat
God's
tracker,
sake.
it tells you.
So just roll
Shall I,
one more
shall I drop it
1d8.
on again, or do you want
Just-
to use that?
Yeah, do it again.
Click her though. Click her, because you're not targeting her.
If you look on the combat tracker, it says, no,
Oh,
what
for
are we
God's sake.
doing now?
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Hang on.
My radiant damage will have gone taken off. That's why, isn't it?
Okay, so
So do
put
I need
your
to click
radiant,
my radiant damage again?
yeah, click
Right.
your radiant damage again.
Still haven't got her to
I
target.
dropped it
That's
on her
it.
this time though.
Yeah, okay, now drop it on her. I've taken the other damage off, so we're just starting again. You can either drag and drop it, or oh, now you've got it targeted. There you go. I can see on the combat tracker little faces on there.
Yeah, I can see it on the target tracker as well.
There we go. Oh, hell's bells.
And she's down. Okay, there's a.
Worth it.
Oh,
It was worth it. Yeah. So, okay,
Phew.
there's a blinding flash of holy light which sort of collides with the negative energy of the creature. She screams out, "No, Jobal!" as she starts to dissipate her figure, going ethereal and sort of see-through and disappearing. As she does, you see her sort of turn into smoke, and her form rises up and penetrates into the front of Warblin's visor. Warblin, if you would like to make me a saving throw, please.
Oh crap.
Saving throw versus penetration.
A charisma saving throw versus face armor penetration, please.
oh, power. What you said?
Saving throw.
Charisma saving throw on the right hand side, I think, of your main tab. Have you got your saves on that?
Yeah, so
That's not a bad roll.
Yeah, it's a bit alien-y. Damn you. Okay. Spoiling my fun, curse you players, with your dastardly rolls. Alright, you feel a coldness sort of enter your helmet, and it feels like something is sort of pressing on your skull, trying to impose itself over your will, but it just isn't strong enough, and it dissipates after a while, leaving you feeling a little bit nauseous and a little bit headachy, but none the worse for wear for it.
what the hell was that?
Are you okay, Wobbling?
I don't. I think I'm not dead. I don't think I'm mad yet.
Sana has no idea what she's doing, but goes over. Have you got a visor on your helmet? I'm assuming you have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Try and check it out of the way and do the whole just like pull down at the eyelid and see anything weird in there.
I'll kick off another divine sense.
You
Can I
sense?
sense any? Sorry.
No, sorry.
Do any of you understand what just happened?
I have no idea. I do not know who Jubal is. We had no indication that the undead had penetrated this far west in the forest, in the jungle.
Okay. This is your thing.
Do I sense anything? Sorry.
You do not, sorry, it's all
Yep.
peaceful here.
I will turn to Orban and reassure him that she has gone. She is not. You've nothing to fear.
We must have been able to drive her off.
That's
Woblin,
all good.
Glimmet, you have not said anything. What was that?
Let me.
It's hiding in the bush.
Glimmet?
Don't
Where
think
did
him
Glimmet go?
hide in the bush.
This is very suspicious.
How long does he stay frightened for?
He
does it-
gets a save on the end of his turn, but I'm going to say that because of the because she's gone, he will recover.
Right.
I step out. That was terrifying.
What was?
It was certainly a bit scary, but do you know what she was?
I
Or
don't
who
know.
this Jobal is?
Do we?
And she hasn't left any gear behind. She's literally like vanished. Yeah, there's not even like remnants of armor or any identifying marks.
No, completely disappeared to smoke.
Is there any kind of knowledge roll I can make?
Well, religion, you could do.
Can I try religion again? Now I've got a bit more time to think.
Sure.
Oh, you
Have
have?
you?
Well, we don't remember. Oh, sorry, let's just say I do never will remember.
Is he on the? He might be on the sheet thing you're all doing. I'm not sure.
Hang on, I'll have a look.
Have a sheet.
There's a familiarness sounding name.
Google Drive, doodah.
Oh, that thing. But can you link that? Because I've forgotten where it is.
Yeah, if I can get there myself. Two Annihilation's relationships.
It was so long ago. Oh, is he one of the lords, Juba?
That's
He
what I'm
is.
checking. He was
Guides
indeed.
and sellswords. He's the Lord of Guides and Sellswords.
Well,
Maybe
which
so.
makes sense if somebody's been left,
Maybe she's a guide then.
Or a sellsword, yep.
or somebody
was.
who didn't get a very good deal.
Could be.
Hmm.
Also, since you're on the right path here, one of the things I did say about Jobal was he came to his position as being one of the merchant princes there. Oh, go ahead for
Yes.
inspiration.
He went out and came back as the only survivor of his expedition with all of the cash.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. Commit to memory the face.
Committing.
Oh no, not Barling's memory. Okay.
She had a nose and two eyes, and I think there was some lips there. Let's see which ones. Oh, Jubal's that one. The one that looks like.
The middle guy.
Yeah.
He's only middle because that's where we put him.
Means you'll have to make another wee picture in there going, secret. Oh, you did. See you doing it right now. Okay, so so is there a did the whole corpse turn into smoke and vanish, or was there any remains left behind?
No remains here.
Well, that's useless.
Do we know how many were in his party when they went out?
Don't
think
we had that
Yeah.
specific info.
Didn't
Just
research
wondering how
them.
many more of these we can run into.
Look, when we get back to the village, the city, you can ask. You
Yes.
can go around and ask how many people were there.
Although, I mean, it
Until
was a
then-
while back, so
Yeah, but
there's
there's no point in asking us. We don't know.
Skell, just one quick thing. I'm going to go to the location where she walked from and check to see if she'd left any track.
Sure, if you want to make me a tracking roll. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Glimmertown Lionel, now you've been sort of talking about it a bit more, about the situation. You think that what you just experienced could well have been a ghost. You have heard tales of such creatures who usually appear, after being murdered or feeling like they've still got something desperate that they want to do. Perhaps some injustice has been done to them. You'll know that they can be ethereal creatures, but can sort of flit in between the ethereal and material plane. They have a horrifying visage, which when they display it, it can be so terrifying that it causes creatures who look upon it to age, which could be really bad depending on who you are, because there's a random amount of age. That's kind of why I was saying it. but I guess not if you're one of the long-lived folk.
Well, it depends. Clement already looks quite old.
Yes, it might knock him over the edge. That they have been also known to possess people and take control of their bodies to carry out their the task that they fail to complete in life.
Ooh, so that's probably what they would have used me for.
Yeah. So did she, they
She'd
tell
have,
us that?
tried to
Does
kill
that
Jabal.
they tell us that? Does that mean that woman was possessed and then whenever the ghost got knocked out, the body just vanished, or was that the ghost as the body? Come on,
Well, it
brains.
disappeared, so I reckon it's.
No, I was talking to Glimmet. She used the brains.
What's the question? Sorry, I was still trembling somewhat. What was the
Well, there
question?
you go. Yeah, that's all you're getting from him.
So was she completely ghostly, or did she leave any track?
I'm sorry, yes, your survival. Sorry, I went off at a tangent and I apologies. Okay, yes,
Perfect tangent, no?
you go up and explore the area from that she came from. It does appear like that she did leave some tracks there, yes. She was on the material plane when you met her and was sort of knocking the undergrowth to one side, so there's like broken trees and things, branches and the like, which you could attempt to follow if you wish.
I would like to. There are basically, I'll say there are tracks over here. I can see where she came from.
Yeah, maybe we'll track them back to the rest of their party.
Possibly. I'll have to hurry before the rain wipes out any evidence.
Well, I want to ask you a question, right?
Talk and walk.
We're in a jungle. We're in a jungle, lots of trees, and there's lightning up there somewhere. We get hit by lightning.
No, but the trees might.
I just want to make sure we don't get hit by lightning. Because, you
Does that happen to you often?
know. I don't know. I think I'm going to put all my metal things on my out of my hands just in case.
The canopy is many meters above your head, Arlen. Don't worry.
Yeah, you
so
said,
more
you
likely to
said
hit
that
me.
last time, and then a frigging crocodile tried to eat me.
I did not mention the canopy when the crocodile was there.
I didn't hear what you didn't mention.
And as you
Right.
guess,
Crocodiles aren't arboreal anyway. They're aquatic. Anyway,
rain
I'm trying
begins
to keep up.
pour down.
Let's stick together.
The sky darkens ominously as you start to follow the tracks through the jungle. It's actually quite dark in some parts here because of the closeness of the vegetation.
I'm not using my dark vision. No, I didn't go for dark vision in the end. I need to note that. I went for the restoration.
Dark. What? I don't see any dark with my lovely dark vision. Things in black and white for me now.
Well, follow them as far as I can on that roll. Because it was quite a good roll.
I don't see a roll.
It was the survival jungle. 16
Oh,
plus 8, 24.
roll, okay.
Okay, yeah, you do really well, and you travel for about sort of 15 minutes to half an hour through the jungle, and you eventually reach a clearing here. I will put you on the map. Now you have to use a little bit of artistic license, a little bit of imagination, because the fire isn't in. So it's a camp, but it's a ruined camp ahead of you.
I'm using my imagination, but it's centimeters like skulls. I'm just saying. Try to ignore the skulls. There is no skulls. There's no dead bodies. There's no fire. We're okay. You're so evil.
What?
Placed him in the fire.
Get out of my way, Gene. Get out of my way. I want to be in the middle.
Okay, up ahead through the visibility is quite poor, and it's not just because of the darkness, it's because of the rain which is lashing down and the mist which is sort of rising up, just the heat of the jungle up ahead. You can see what looks like a ruined and abandoned camp and bones scattered around up ahead.
I think we found the camp where the people died.
Or possibly where she was responsible for killing other people. Depends on the age of the camp. I do not think Jabal's treachery, if it is indeed what it is, was that long ago.
Oh, this is like the
let's-
last camp we saw that had lots of skulls in it.
Oh,
Yes. We should
Limits-
check quickly.
But Clement says he knows something about bones, so maybe he'll know what they are. Either halflings and whatever. No, what they called in this world? Halflings, yes.
I don't know what they are, but I know what they could be.
2 more minions.
Quickly scout the place to determine if I can get an approximate age. Obviously, I can look for tracks in the area and then see if I find them, when, how many, how long. If there's
Sure.
anything.
Another roll there, please, if you would. Okay. Looking around here, Sana, you can see that the plants and things have started to grow over some of the tarpaulin sheets of the tents and the like, and some things are starting to get sort of buried and consumed by the jungle. You think the camp is probably about 2 years old?
Okay, I'll regale the others with that information.
Oh, I was going to type something. I'm going to delete it next time we talk.
And how long was it since Jobal got back from his
Well,
expedition?
2 years could be appropriate time for someone to become a trade lord.
I'm going to go over to the bones and start doing CSI shalt all over them to see if I can work out how they died. Which
CSI.
is actually investigation, because I just read investigation.
Excellent.
There we go.
Okay. CSI Schultz, you pick up some of the bones and look at them. It looks like they have been sort of eaten, gnawed upon, and probably slain by a creature with big teeth and slashing claws. Maybe some sort of dinosaur, you think, by the look of it.
Well, it looks like these were killed by a dinosaur, not by a hand, so I don't think it's malicious.
What sort of dinosaur?
Am I going to know that?
No, Sana's
Am
looking
I
at the
gonna-
wounds
Hi.
that you're pointing out.
Well,
See
I
if
thought
she
you were-
can.
I thought you were asking me. I was going to go, how would I do that?
Raptors, velociraptors.
Basically, I'll point at Jade. Her people did it. Well, they consumed the corpses.
They're small.
No,
Kick
look,
off
basically, I'll
divine
point down
sense
at
again.
Jade's front claw, and it is like 4 inches of slashing.
Looking though at the camp and how it's set out, Sana, you think that while the wounds here certainly killed some of the occupants, it looks like there were 6 people here in total. It doesn't look like they necessarily killed all of them outright. It looks like others probably died sort of after the event, just from the way the camp's arranged and the way the bodies were arranged. It probably looks like maybe they were attacked and then died of thirst and the wounds after.
Okay, again, inform the others of that, so we've got the detail.
I kick
In
off
such
my
a way
divine
that I
sense.
agree with Barlin's findings, and then, so he doesn't feel all offended, expound upon them with certain. This one was certainly attacked, but after she died. Looks.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question on these findings you just told me about. Why did they not eat the dead people by beside them or drink their blood if they were thirsty?
Because that's abhorrent, and most people will not resort to that.
Well, if you were about to die of starvation or thirst, would you not
And
think? Like,
You're in the jungle. There is things to eat within arm's reach wherever you are.
well, I'm just saying.
And she reaches over, lifts up a rock, and there are maggots underneath it. That would keep you alive for days.
Is there really maggots underneath it?
I'm sure Santa can find a rock that has maggots underneath without much effort.
They look very tasty too.
Yeah.
Although, Barley, one thing you will notice here is one of the bodies. It's got mouldy leather armour, and looking at it a little closer, you'll see it has fair hair and kind of matches maybe what Elistral looked like, the ghost you saw earlier. It could possibly be that this is actually her corpse here.
Can I go over and search her and see if she's got like momentum to prove it's her body? Because that would be evidence
Wait, we would know.
in the blackmail case.
They- never mind.
Right, Badger?
Ah, forget it. Forget about it.
Just say it. I didn't. I wasn't listening.
Well, I just. No, it's nothing really.
No, go ahead.
No,
I'm
it's just,
intrigued now.
it's just no. I thought you were acting like we knew her name and we didn't, but that's irrelevant.
I think Skell just referred to her by.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, you're right. It was irrelevant.
Charles?
So,
Lionel, these people have obviously died an unquiet death. Is there anything we can do to ensure their peaceful rest?
is there anything I can do to ensure their peaceful death?
Oh, absolutely. As a man of the cloth, you will know many rituals to, kind of calm the dead, warding the dead, and protection rituals and all that kind of thing. However, you probably also think that maybe returning their bones back to somewhere to give them a proper burial would certainly help. Also, but this is depending on how you want to do it.
Not letting Glimmet raise them from the dead as skeleton minions is not a good start. We want to stop that, do we?
Probably wouldn't be ideal, no.
Gonna look shifty.
I will say, Glimmet, don't disrespect these dead. They've been disrespected enough. Leave these bones alone.
Glimmet puts Vivier back on the ground.
Looks sheepish.
I spent the time casting Detect Magic. Can I wander around looking for buried in case there's anything hidden?
You may indeed, although it does look, you'll see near one of them there's a broken chain of a necklace. It looks like the necklace has been sort of torn from the neck, and just the actual gem has been sort of taken rather than the chain. So a broken chain sort of lying there. So it looks like the area has been looted previously of valuables. However, it doesn't say there isn't anything here of use.
I suspect that Jobal got his riches from whatever would have been left. But Balin appears to have the right idea, finding if there's any identifying.
That sounds like he was an opportune, as in his friends all got killed by dinosaurs and he made off and survived.
Possibly. Still a betrayal.
Doesn't sound
With some dying later, could we assume that Jabbar went to get help, or was claimed he was going to get help for these, which is why they stayed here, but never.
Or he went out and tried to get help and then came back and found them all dead, and then took whatever they had and then went.
But from that we know he returned.
I think we're in agreement.
Port Nazaru and never left again. I can't assume he went out again.
But what the ghost was saying, you left us.
Yes, you left.
She
us.
was certainly acting as one betrayed rather than one slightly inconvenienced because somebody made a promise to come back. Didn't.
Well, you never
Is that
know.
not betrayed?
How would you
They're
know?
all left to die. That feels quite betrayed.
Are ghosts really smart enough to know the difference between someone going out to get some water and then everyone dying? And the
I don't know. She was smart enough to speak.
I don't know. I don't assume he's guilty until, you know, I see it.
We should
I think ghosts
keep
are
checking the
driven by
area.
their hatred there, so they have a thought, an overriding thought, rather than they remember things. And it's that hatred that drives them and keeps them on this plane. Ooh,
Spend some time poking
rain
around.
Brian?
Oh, yeah.
the rain stopped.
Noise of
I know, hang on.
drippy sound.
Ah, yes.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this camp because there's nothing here. And we're going back to the canoes, isn't that right?
I will
Well,
collect
the
up the
canoes
boat.
are on the river, so we need to head in that direction.
Are you...
Um,
Did Lionel just say he was going to put all the bones in a bag and drag it all the way to the canoe?
No,
Did he just say that?
it's how many, those sackcloths are on the floor, how many of those are there?
Close?
Oh no,
What's
what's
sackcloth?
Clement doing?
I don't think they'll be.
Yes.
They've been
What's
out in
Clement
the
doing?
jungle for 2
Clement,
years.
put that bone down.
Oh,
Put it down. I will attempt to put each set of bones into a single sackcloth. So there'll be 6 sackcloths with all the bones I can find for each one.
It's not going to be just a big rattle as you carry along, because it's going to go rattle, 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 rattle.
I think you'll find I rattle quite a lot anyway,
That's true, I forgot about that.
so that will make no difference.
are you hiding what you're doing, Glimmet, or are you?
No, I say that.
Oh, I see.
You found a potion? Where?
Found a potion or made a potion?
I found it on the ground. Well, in the ground.
Is the color of
Right.
the liquid discernible?
No, ignore that. Just search the ground. There may be more treasures.
I haven't detected anything else. At least magical.
Oh, I thought you said you found it,
I did find it.
but you just said you detected it, which is a bit different than finding it. I thought you just looked and you saw it, and then...
Does it have a color, Clement?
I closed the window. Sorry, I think it was blue.
It's blue, yeah, and bubbles.
It's blue and it bubbles. We all know what that is.
Not a potion of
Bubble
healing.
juice. It's a bubble juice.
You also
So far, the potions of healing have been red fluid, which
Burn.
glimmers when agitated.
Yeah, very angry potions.
You also, between you, find a couple of bloodstones which are sort of half buried here.
And what is a bloodstone?
It's a gem. Semi-precious
Oh,
gem.
Oh, okay.
I've added it to the party sheet along with the potion that Glimmet found.
Thought maybe it was some special stone for sacrifices.
So we have a potion.
Potion and 2 bloodstones.
Steams as if boiling.
So should we
We should find what we can to identify these people so that anybody that needs to know at Nyanzaru can do something about them. But otherwise, we can head off.
I just saw Lionel tying everything to his horse, so that makes sense then. So yeah, that'd be good. He'll have a bone horse for a bit.
Jade, let them rest in peace. Stop it. She looks up guiltily and drops.
Is it wagging its tail?
Probably she drops her arm bone, tibia.
Thank you, Jade.
And I believe Lionel collects them all up, do you, and tie them up
Yes.
and
Yep.
put them on.
That's the horse.
What's your horsey called?
It's called. I just did a random name from the.
Midnight's
I
blood or
found a
something.
horse.
Like
Yeah, I found a horse name generator, and
What's
it came
it
out
called?
with. Hang on, where is it?
Go, girl.
Midnight Main. So one word, Midnight Main. I'll write it.
So it's got a black mane.
Sounds
Is
good.
that possible, Glimmet?
It doesn't. It actually has a fiery red vein on the picture.
What do you mean we can find a cleric and ask him what's happened?
But it's Fey, so it changes shimmeries.
I'm just going to AFK 1 second, guys, so entertain yourselves for a moment.
Don't like these ideas of Glimmin.
Yeah, Glimmet, what do you mean? What can a cleric do? I mean, they won't be able to bring them back from the dead. We know that is not working.
Consecrate
I
that.
can give them that voice long enough for us to interrogate
Oh,
them.
They can? Oh.
But can they?
reanimate dead. Something like that.
But
We're probably charge a fee. So,
So there's not something funny going on about magic and dead things.
this is clerical magic. I wash my hands of the whole affair.
I'm puzzled by this. He says you can't resurrect people, bring them back to life, right? Now, you just got them skeletons and made bones into them. So,
They're not alive, though, are they?
oh, I don't know.
Who can't resurrect people? Sorry, what? Just can't in the game, is it?
Well, clerics, the death curse? Lionel, come on.
The reason why we're here, remember?
Oh.
Death curse? It's the,
It's the entire reason for being in Chult, Lionel.
why did you think we came here?
Well, it's one of the reasons I'm here. I believe it's the main reason.
I'm not 100% sure I know what this death curse is and I fully understand the death curse as a player.
It is preventing anybody from being returned from the dead, and anybody who has previously been returned from the dead, like our patron Syndra, is fading.
I thought it meant. I just got confused. I kept thought it meant like undead, like this ghost and things like that, rather than just because you.
No. That is something we have found when we arrived, as a result of the predations of the miscreant Razni.
John, you're talking to him in your in-character voice, and he's asking out of character.
I'm assuming that Lionel doesn't understand.
Sure Lionel,
Sana and he is having
well, actually,
conversation.
Lionel's intelligence is low, so perhaps he didn't understand.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So if I get a spell that allows me to raise undead, as in bring people back to life, which I can,
it won't work.
I mean, it won't work.
Yes.
Oh, bugger. Right. I'll have to
Oh, by the way,
then.
that does mean perhaps you should be a little more careful in conflicts. Because it is, you are on a one strike and you are out policy.
I step out for a minute and all of a sudden we've got a death knight with us.
Gaz revealed that he wasn't completely understanding what the death curse was, so we're explaining what we understood.
John
bring it up to Kirk.
John decided to explain him in character.
I think it's better because it covers.
It's confusing.
Now Lionel knows as well.
Yes.
Did you ever hear a noise there? The check if it's real world out here or in the game.
If no, so we can continue on. We should, if we crack on, we should be able to get to the river before night, and I'll be able to determine if we need to head north or south to get to the canoe.
I feel time has passed.
All right, so you manage to you continue on with Lionel with his new burden that he's taken upon himself, and you reach the river, which here is fairly swift flowing and not very deep. You're not too far from the source, really.
I think we didn't go to the right place. There's no canoes here.
That's okay. Do I recognize this area of river?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you sort of managed to cross it at a sort of a ford area here.
That's cool, which means that we are within, hopefully, a very short distance of the canoes. Because if it's an area of the river I recognize, we've crossed it, which means we were traveling up, and so the canoes are to the north. If it was an area of the river I didn't recognize, then the canoes would be to the south, because we hadn't crossed. So just scout upriver to recover where we stowed the canoes.
Oh, I see. Didn't you leave the canoes at the other river?
No, we dragged them to here.
Yeah, we left them at the bottom of Ambala, as far as I remember.
I was under the impression we dragged them from Ambala to here.
I don't remember
Either-
dragging it.
Either way's fine.
Either way, yeah, we'll recover them at some point, either at Umbella or here. But we're
Okay.
totally confused.
So you do find the canoes here. It'll do.
Because we've got a horse now, so dragging the canoes is so much easier.
Mhm.
Hang on a minute.
But the
My horse is my horse. Get your own horse. You got a dragon. Dinosaur, sorry.
She's tiny. She's like 2.5 feet tall.
All right, and you continue onwards. I guess you're just sort of heading back to Camp Vengeance now, are you, folks?
Hmm.
Yes, with utter speed and fear in my heart.
Okay.
Sense of dread as we get closer.
All
Yeah,
right.
basically. So it's like, I think we can do like 20 miles a day, regardless of the jungle terrain, if we're traveling at slow speed. I'm not going to push it beyond that because then these guys will start getting disbenefits that I won't get. But we'll go as slow as the slowest person.
It's fine. I want to get there quickly.
How many days are we looking at then? It's
4.5, and on the halfway through toward the end of for the 5th day would arrive there.
all right. So, Barlin, could you roll me 2d20, please?
It's picked on you for a reason.
Just for a laugh, you're just in that order. Lionel, if you'd like to roll me 2d20.
Can I say no?
A grand piano falls from the sky and lands on you.
Yes. Full. Everyone
Oh,
goes.
that's what we want. It's all
No
good.
grand pianos, so hold on, let me update the diary or I'll get.
The adventures.
Does it have the
Fine.
word Acme on it? On the
See
ground?
nothing. Find nothing. And we're fine.
Okay, so Wubblin, you're up next, mate. If you'd like to roll me 2d20, please. If you want to fight,
No,
you want
Wubblin.
high.
He always rolls 20s, 19s.
You do on
Apart
his
from when he's
saves, you
fighting.
earlier.
Apart from when
Do
he's
that.
doing damage. Come on. Yes. One more.
Oh, it's
not too bad.
miserable.
That'll be right.
And just as a note, I've given you all inspiration now, so because general cool role playing and the like so far. So you get away with that. That's the next day.
Have we rested at all, by the way?
I assume we'll have at
Resting
least one
every
long
day.
rest.
I think every 2's a day, isn't it? Before a day.
Giving
Before
you all a
rolls
long
day.
rest. It should be 3 a day, but I'm just going to do 2 a day because reasons.
So how many days we've been travelling?
This is the 3rd day, end of the 3rd day, yeah. So,
Limit's going to be next, I think.
3.
okay, so the 4th day. Oh, and if you could do me a survival check, please, Sally. I'm kind of taking it that you are so good at doing this now. I'm not going to worry too much about the survival thing, about getting food, I think, because
So I pressed
you're
that
so
wrong
good
time.
at it. I don't
No
think it's
problem.
a problem, really.
I think if we're not in jungles, that's when I need to start worrying. But
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you go somewhere odd.
although don't forget, we have run out of insect repellent. I can probably manage myself, but if there are any biting insects in the area, then they may be having a feast.
Oh.
There's a
Ooh.
fat juicy dwarf over there.
Wait
Keep
until we're
flying.
near the swamp, because there won't be any insects until we hit the swamp bit, which is like...
It's all right, we're
Yeah,
sticking to the
it's
jungle on the way back. We know where we're going now. I'll take us through the shortest route, which is a direct line through the jungle.
Well, there's still insects in the jungle, though.
Mm-hmm. Just not as many.
Would the canoe slow us down, though?
Not really. We don't worry about difficult terrain because of Sana leading us through jungle.
Yeah, but carrying the two...
Oh, it's encumbrance,
slows-
but
Oh,
again,
yeah,
you're still
so-
not. That's why we're only going at normal pace, not.
Okay.
Actually, we're going at slow pace to you guys, which means you can hide if you want to, and it's a daily travel of just over 18 miles.
Get
because
the
of
next day's roll.
Okay, it's not an issue at the moment, and I think, are we on Glimmet now? Glimmet, it's your turn, sir, to roll me 2d20. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
So if you want to move the token on, that's another day.
So literally halfway through this day, we'd get to Port Vale.
Okay, so just one roll from you, please, Sana.
Oh, you've not spoilt it for us.
Only
you had to
one.
mention. You had to mention bones.
Alright, so on the morning of this day,
We're going to get overrun by the undead residents of Camp Vengeance.
maybe. You're not actually technically in an undead area here, though, actually. You are...
I know, but Nana Poo Poo threatened she was going to come here.
Let's see what
We've got a river between us and the undead. Well, there used to be an undead area until we sorted out the locals.
Doesn't she eat people or something? You just shit that weird cookbook someone said, or was that cook?
We're not on the river, are we?
Nope.
We're in the forest,
Jungle.
in the jungle.
We're in a massive jungle.
Not adding that word in for you. One encumbrance.
Pound.
So it is £1 is one
Yeah.
encumbrance.
Generally works. Some people convert it to kilos, but then there's a issue.
Wow, Glimmet's worked out the weight of dead corpses. I'm worried.
Well, I had to carry them, didn't I? So I had to work it out.
So my horse can carry it all okay? Yes, it's
I was
fine.
actually looking into that as well, because on the Dark Sun forums, somebody was asking about realistic usage of bones for weapons. And they were looking at like what size of a dinosaur bone could you make an effective great club out of, and then how much does it weigh? And it weighs a surprisingly large amount. But then when you dry them out, they weigh a lot less, but then they're a lot more brittle.
Okay, let's go with this map.
No, not this map.
What's wrong with this map? This map's very
Be
nice.
careful, fellows. Something is about to happen. Send some
It's
map
kind of-
loading.
There's
Yes.
loads of maps. There's loads of people camping out in these jungles. What's going on?
Or maybe this is our camp, middle of the day.
If it is happening at night, is it?
It's going to be happening just before, just on the last watch, the morning, as you're, yes, that's how we...
So before dawn.
We've been camping in Learman's tiny hut, by the way, which might
Oh.
affect.
Since when?
Since I got the spell, I just
You
it
never
wasn't
told us.
relevant.
Actually, he did tell us, because I remember him telling us when he got the spell. He says, "Oh, look at this! I've got this spell."
How tiny is it?
9 creatures of medium size, which means my minions will just kind of lie down in the grass outside. It's
Oh,
fine.
why can't I click that link? That's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't let me
It's
either.
a data source. Is that from Xanathar's?
I can share it. There we go.
And it's
Ten
in-
foot
well.
radius.
Yeah. So if everyone's standing inside it when it springs into existence, anyone with ammunition can shoot out and nothing can attack us, basically.
That's just awesome. 9
Yeah.
creatures can fit inside the dome. The spell fails. Yeah, only if you try and put more in it.
And it's 20 foot. It's 10-foot radius.
It's actually that.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought it was a literal hut.
Yeah, I thought it was
You
a
know,
little hut, but
We've
it's-
actually
sounds a little
got
cozy.
exactly 9 people with us.
Well, no, Jade's tiny, Owl's tiny.
It doesn't say. It says medium
they
or
count as
smaller.
people, though?
They
Yeah.
count. It says 9 creatures, medium size or
Yeah.
smaller.
So the horse can't come in.
Yeah, the horse
The
comes
horse
in with
wouldn't.
trouble.
The horse wouldn't, don't worry.
Cool. All right. Well, make make sure you knock off the spell slot, I guess, for it.
It's a ritual. I take 10 minutes and I don't use a spell slot.
That's even better. That's awesome. Dead cool. Okay, so you
Plus, it's a large creature, so it can't fit in.
So we can even have light, because you can make light on the inside.
I can dismiss my horse, in fact.
oh, so you can light and the light doesn't pass through.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's opaque from the outside, so people can't actually see what's in it.
That's so cool.
Not that it matters, but that diameter is, I think, 5 feet too big. It says 20, but it's actually 25 feet of radius.
Okay.
Yeah, it is 25. That's weird.
That's cool.
How do
Sounds
they?
very-
Can they not break it at all? They can't break it.
The only way to deal with it is to cast spell magic. Yeah, spell magic.
Oh, we can break it. We can pick him up and throw him out the dome.
But then the spell probably might end when he dies. But won't that I'm doing?
And we can see out, so we're still watching. You know, we can see stuff approaching.
Think Harry Potter.
We've just got a horrible image now of us seeing something approaching, going, "Ah, it's fine, he'll leave," and them not leaving. And then, as the spell comes to the end, you suddenly see friends start turning up.
We should fill it full of arrows. Ideally.
All right. Well, you are on third watch there. You're sitting happily in your little hut, and you see some monkey-like creatures start to come around the edge of the campsite, and they're looking curiously
I remember these things from original D&D.
towards you.
I recognise that name.
I don't.
These guys look like that.
Very vampire baddish.
They seem fond of hanging around upside down.
Or yeah, lay down to them.
So who's awake at this time? Is it just Glimmet?
I think it's just Glimmet according to the party sheet, unless any of
'Cause
you
I think-
say otherwise.
Sana does the earliest watch rather than the late watch.
Oh, I think Glimmer's Eye will be awake too.
Yeah, and
My horse
Yeah.
will be, I suppose.
Well, your horse is outside, didn't you say?
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's Fey.
For reference, Skellen, are they beasts?
Are they beasts? No, definitely not beasts.
Oh, don't make them two bring out the list. Oh my god.
Identifying them is just a nature check, not a
Are they
favoured enemy nature check.
fiend or undead or celestial? Or...
We need a
Got my
horse
weight
for
yet.
you, don't
Yep.
I think what we need to do is like sit down here and watch them and eat some food and hope for the best.
well, start waking people up.
Well, I think, is it Santa on? Oh, I don't know.
All right.
Well, Sana will get woken up. What are they?
I was hoping you could tell me. That's why I woke you up.
Hang on. Start peering out at them. Can I make a nature roll?
I've got a question for you, out of character. It says the things will plague, but does it stop smell?
No, because otherwise we'd suffocate.
So if they could smell us, is what I mean. is that a Carter? Just making sure.
Possibly. Alright, so who is awake? Is it Glimmet and Santa?
Well, he's just nudged me awake. I just need to know if I can give any skill checks to know anything about them. Obviously, not going to get the bonuses. They're not beasts, so they're not favoured enemy.
They are monstrosities. Well, Glimmet can make a roll. I can't. Okay, well, Glimmet, you will know about these creatures. They are looking curious at the moment, curiously at you. The one on the far north there, is starting to walk on all fours towards towards Nightmare Main. The creature, Glimmet, you recognise to be a oh, you've actually got a thing for him. Oh, this will make it confusing. 1 second.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to get rid of that?
No. It's cool. I wasn't complaining. It just sounded like I was complaining.
It would be 2
It
squares
did.
tall, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it needs to be bigger than that.
Is that right?
Don't know what size horses are in D&D.
Large, is it not? Yeah, pretty sure
Wiping the
that's right.
sleep out of her eyes,
That's
looking at the
large.
thing. Just having been woken up by Glimmet. Should I try to scare them off?
Yes, shoot them. Shoot them at once.
Okay.
They will only they will only attack Lionel's horse, I suspect.
I'll fire a shot at one of them.
Sea monsters are cunning, wicked primates that inhabit forsaken wilderness areas. Adult stands 5 feet tall and has long prehensile tails, though they can grasp tools and weapons in their tails and clawed feet. They prefer to rend prey with their claws. Adult sea monsters can project blasts of sonic energy and leave enemies stunned and unable to defend or flee themselves. They sleep upside down, hanging by the tail. They are evil and malicious creatures. Okay, and you take a shot at.
Apparently, I can't cast Hunter's Mark outside of the dome.
Why do you say
Okay.
that?
Because that's what Kerry just said.
It says you can't cast spells out of. Well,
Is it you can't cast or you can't target things?
spells and other
Okay.
magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Okay, because Hunter's Mark is on me.
Well, it
I-
says on
I
Hunter's Mark,
mystically
range
marked
90
it.
feet.
But I mystically mark it as my quarry. So, fine. Remove.
I don't know. It's up to.
No, I think it makes sense. The wording of the spell implies you have to target the thing.
Yeah,
I think it's only the
that's fair.
effect I put on myself.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of
Does that
both.
mean it'll actually cancel my horse? Or does that not count as a still being cast as a spell being used?
No, it says you can't target. Doesn't it say target?
Yeah, you can't target through, but your horse is your horse is there, I guess.
Well, I missed with the first arrow because I woke up feeling groggy.
Okay, is that arrow flies? They can see through it, can't they? Can they see through it? That's down.
No.
It's opaque, yeah, from the outside. What colour are you? Is it?
It'll be sort of the same as the jungle, sort of greens and browns.
Okay, but it is opaque. It's not. So it does look like a hut,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Looks like a
it's
big
like a
tent.
dome.
Like a big dome. Okay. All right. So you take a shot through there. The monkeys all begin to
Oh.
sort of scream and
Should I get advantage on that?
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they can't see you.
Sorry, so I might have hit it. No, I don't know if I dropped the dice on him.
Do you get advantage?
So, sorry, that would have been an 18. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, absolutely hits.
It shouldn't be on there anymore. So,
Okay, you fire out a shot and wound the Sioux monster, which is heading towards the horse. I'll go into rounds then. Okay, they all sort of scream out, a big cacophony of sound now. They were fairly quiet before as they were approaching curiously. Jade, what's Jade doing?
Jade is probably still asleep. So waking up this round. Sioux monster.
Number 5 is curious view. It rushes up to there and it basically starts to claw and bite at the dome, trying to make out what it is. Glimmet.
I'll command Minion 1 to shoot sea monsters with its heavy crossbow, which I've given it. Oh, also, everyone else is asleep, so I'll sort of try to poke the nearest person with my foot.
I think Constitution check probably for him to wake up, or yeah.
Can I assume my horse has woken me up?
There's a lot of din going on there now. Everybody's sort of waking up. If you can make me a Constitution roll. And
But my horse wouldn't my horse have told me that these things were here as soon as they arrived.
Well, yeah, everyone saw them as soon as they arrived, basically. So what I'm saying is, if you make you can act now, but if you make me a Constitution check, you're at disadvantage because you've just woken up. If you fail it.
Right.
So yes, you're awake. It's just how awake, I guess.
Sorry. So Constitution.
Right.
Oh yes.
Mate, I was only having DC 10 on that. So you can act, but you're at disadvantage to stuff.
I will attempt to shoot, I guess, at closest one to the horse.
Okay.
Hang on. Where are we? We'll go for the one nearest the horse. Number 7.
Absolutely, I said Sonic. Psionic, rather. Not Sonic.
I thought you said Sonic, that's why I was wondering.
I did, actually, and yeah, John, you're right. It's Psionic, I meant.
So remember Sioux monsters of old.
Yeah.
These were one of the things that had, when they had the horrible system in first edition D&D about id insinuation and Tower of Intellect, and Sioux monsters were one thing from there. Only reason I bring it up is there's always the discussion about how do sonics and magic interact.
Oh, you farmed your undead with a crossbow. Wow.
You'll see the other one begin to scratch and claw at the dome. Sana.
I will shoot at one of the ones that's now scratching and clawing at the dome. Oh, hang on. I should do that on advantage, shouldn't I?
Just in case you get the crit.
No, same.
Howls in pain.
Not going to move.
What does Midnight Main do?
Midnight Main will make a lot of noise and whinny off and like it's going to try and draw them off, sort of thing. Initially, anyway. So it'll head off west.
Makes lots of noise, and when he's off.
Cool. Yep, that's that.
I wonder if the communication thing is blocked by the dome.
Okay, this one here, seeing that there's something funny going on, people are being hurt and nothing's happening, he turns and blends back into the jungle. Seeing his mate disappear, thinks that's a good idea, so does this one. Balin.
Did anyone try to wake me up?
You're awake, there's all sorts of whinnying and crossbows and monkeys flying. Although I would like a con check from you, please, just to see whether you're how awake you are on the first round. Yeah, you're fine.
Always fine in the first round. Yeah, I'm used to be waking up very, you know, with loud noises and people trying to break the doors, stuff like that. Let see. I'm going to try and shoot Sea Monster 5. Hey, see this funny dome? Can I shoot through it? Yes, you can. Okay, thank you.
Don't forget you get advantage
Do I? Why?
Do you?
because they
Can't
don't
see
know
you.
where you are.
So my disadvantage should have been just plain shooting then.
Yes, it should.
Oh,
Does this dome class is a friendly because then I get sneak attack.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, I get a sneak attack with advantage anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It depends. Was you 2 the first roll, or was the 14 the first?
Does it count
Oh,
as
yeah.
a friendly? I just realised what you said. Yeah, you've got your sneak attack anyway, mate.
Do I get to roll my attack again
No.
afterwards?
Sorry.
Ooh.
Well, I might not have missed. I rolled a 14 as well.
And that was me. No, guys, you sound like someone from Manchester. I don't know why that is.
Someone from Manchester.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of whining. That's it, whining. I'm trying to do the
thought-
horsey whining, but I can't pronounce the word right.
I thought I was sounding more like somebody from Ireland.
Wolflin, yeah, there's a lot of all sorts of stuff going on around you. What would you like to do?
Do they appear to be like going away?
Yes, they do. There's a couple which have started clawing at the dome. The others are being shot at and they don't know where it's coming from. It's freaking them out, so they're withdrawing.
Oh, okay. Should I go and does anything happen if I leave the dome? Does that somehow deactivate the whole thing?
I believe it does.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to do it. Crossbow time.
When it says the spell ends if you leave its area, now is that
Yeah,
any
that's
others,
just
or is
me.
that just
Oh,
Glimmer?
just Glimmet, probably. Yeah, sorry, yeah, so you could actually have left. Sorry, Wolflin.
But then you probably couldn't get back in the dome.
Oh, we can get back in it. It says in the spell, creatures and objects within when you cast a spell can move through it freely.
It's only
Okay.
Glimmet that can't.
Alright, well, I'm going to start moving towards them then. Just
Okay.
in case they somehow break the breaks down.
Well, you shoot and damage one, it doesn't look very amused by it.
Shumon survives been shot 3 times.
Isn't it?
Quite tough little cookies. That one melts back. As does this one. Melts back into the jungle. It's Sana, you're
Just-
up.
Well, might as well continue as we mean to go on. I think he might be going down.
Straight through his eye. And there's a mist of blood flies up as the creature goes down.
Which one went down?
It's been hit 4 times. The last one needed it.
It looked red last time I saw it, and then it was grey, so I won't do it.
Oh, you only had 2 hit points left, that one.
Oh, kill that one. We may have more. We'll have roast monkey for dinner.
No.
Don't think these things look particularly appetizing.
From Mr. Bug Eater.
Oh, that was out of character.
Oh, okay.
Is there a monkey sound?
Nope.
No monkeys are very quiet. Lionel? You're up and have advantage. There probably is some sort of monkey sound somewhere. I can. No way! I don't believe you did that.
Double one.
Sorry, mate.
Please let me tell me I've shot Balin in the back of the head.
No, sorry.
Because the person between
Oh.
you and your weapon is Warbling.
I bet it flies off at a weird angle.
Do you wish to move at all?
I'm just going to sit and sulk.
All right.
Throw the crossbow down because it's useless.
Yeah,
Stupid
dishonourable
ranged
weapon anyway. You won't get your sword out really. Bonjour, owl.
Pass.
Bonjour, black axe.
Just call me boss. It still can't see me, so I get all the advantages and all that stuff in there.
Absolutely.
What the?
Loose monkey!
All right. And the other one goes down, and then it goes quiet around you. Well, as quiet as the jungle ever gets, anyway.
He said it's 4 dawn at the moment anyway.
Yeah,
Put your hat.
the sky's going light at the moment as the sun is just sort of breaking the horizon.
What were you trying to say, Balin?
I typed
There
it
you go.
because I couldn't get to say it.
What I was thinking of doing anyway.
You want to go out and grab a monkey?
Let's just put his hand through and grab it because he's closer to it than us.
Okay, you grab a
I
monkey.
don't think you can because it wasn't in the dome when you cast.
It's
when I
dead
got-
now.
Yeah, but it
it's
cannot.
still an object, isn't it?
And if it does, it'll automatically break it. Because we've got 9 of us in here.
Oh, that's right. You can't bring anything in. Damn it. Because it's classed as an object when it's dead. Okay. That'd be funny. You can grab it anyway and then find out his hand can't come back in because he's opened it.
Can't pull it in.
That'd be hysterical.
I'll go to the edge and just try and look to see if I can see any signs of these creatures in the jungle.
I'm watching the horse and the human staring at each other. One can't stare at the other because they can't communicate.
Perception? No, you can't see anything out there. Though you
okay.
get the feeling they're probably out there, but you can't see them.
I
Balin.
can't see them. Balin, what are you doing?
I'm typing.
No, you're. What are you doing?
Sorry.
You've left this. Are you looking for the monkeys?
I haven't moved out of the area. Who did that? Moved the wrong character, whoever did that.
Some malicious Balin moving.
I was typing on another screen, so.
I'll sneak out of the dome and make my own way over to the area under cover of stealth.
Stealth. Are you game with him, Balin?
Oh, no. Not going near any flying monkeys.
These ones don't fly.
Do I know that?
True, you do not.
Right, let's put this monkey on the... Oh, we can't get the monkey yet. Is the dome still here?
Do we have more night to rest through?
No, you do not. It's
Well, I'll stay in. I'll stay until we're ready to leave. I'll stay in the dome.
Yeah, but I want to bring that monkey in here, but I don't know how to... Is there a way you can bring the monkey in here?
No,
You can bring it. Can you? Anyway, you can bring it in, not me. You.
no, there isn't.
Like if you put it in a bag, and then you come back in, does it go? Oh, you can't bring that in because that bag wasn't here. The thing in the bag wasn't there whenever you went out.
That's correct.
He can't leave the dome.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the bag and the thing in the bag. It's magic. It's very weird.
Why do you want a monkey?
Well,
I was
inside
looking
this
for.
dome.
I was looking for food.
Why do you think this monkey's going to taste better than what you've
It's gonna
been
be it's
given
gonna be
by
pure-
Sana?
I don't know. It's probably made of meat or something. People eat monkeys.
Yeah, well, these are evil monkeys.
These are monstrosities.
Yeah, I think evil tastes good.
Now, when you say a monstrosity, what do you mean by that word? Like, tell me exactly what you mean by that word, Lionel.
Have you seen the picture?
Yes.
You want to eat that?
It's a bit strange.
There's
that
teeth
Lionel's,
and
so
skin
Lionel's
bone.
showing me a picture.
Yep, I'll point to it. Go to the edge of the look there. That. If you want to go
Well,
out to it,
have
by
you
all
seen
means.
have you seen some of the bugs he's made us eat? Just saying.
She, not he.
Gee, then. You're not here. Don't hear me saying the words. You come back in? All right.
Sana sneaks back into the dome. They are still within the woods.
Oh.
In the trees, not more than 50 feet.
Are we ready to leave?
We may have to fight our way out, but sure.
Is it going to get lighter?
It's lightish now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's about 10 to 6, so you can, the sky's getting that sort of amber hue to it.
Do I think I could, if I guide us through the other side, we can take a circuitous route around them if we don't want to bother them?
The dome will disappear as soon as Glimmet leaves that area, though. So they'll notice that, presumably.
Yes, but if we all huddle to the southeastern corner of the dome, where the trees have already penetrated, we have cover and we can head south and around.
I am not renowned for my stealth.
Good point. They're going to
As
hear us
I
a mile away.
Jangle my armor.
Okay. Glimmet, just give us a
Head start.
a head. Let me sneak back out, and then I'll give you a signal. Okay?
Yes.
Do what?
Just in case I'll spend 10 minutes and I'll recut the dome.
The signal will be the sound of one of these things screaming as an arrow goes. Okay?
Very well.
You can't be out there by yourself with these.
I won't be. You'll be 30 feet away.
But if
I've
they
already been
surround
out there on my own with them.
But you didn't disturb them. By the
No.
sounds of it, you're going to disturb
I'm
them
about
this
to
time.
disturb them, yes. She
And you'll be
steps
alone.
out the other side of the dome to about there. Because I knew where it was, Skell. How hard would the shot be from here?
I'll give you a -5 on it, but you can attempt it. It's got a lot of sort of cover. There's a lot of stuff in the way.
Why didn't I get the
So-
archer feet? Lets me ignore cover. I need to get it at some point. Right then. Trying to think what I can do here to maximize the shot. Well, first off, Hunter's Mark. Put it back on me. Apply it to Soon Monster 6.
Better not
I
miss.
will sneak a little closer. Let me make another stealth roll or use the one from before.
Yeah, it's a new stealth roll. Thanks, it's a new attempt. Oh, even better.
So what are we doing here? Are we stuffing away? Remember,
No. Sana's about to shoot one of them.
Ha ha ha. So I'm going to get closer. Hopefully in order to counteract the penalty.
Well, you'll get advantage because it can't see you. And because you're closer, it's now -2.
Okay, so advantage -2. Thrown the bit on it, so
we can't hear the horse talking.
I like midnight, it's cool. Okay, there's a screech and a howl as the monkey gets a arrow into the shoulder. You may move, and then I'm going to go to rounds, Sally.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
Oh, Glimmer's at the end of the round, for crying out loud. Can he not respond to the monkey scream and drop it as a reaction or something?
yeah, we'll do that.
It's not letting me end my turn.
That's 'cause it's not your go, I think.
Okay, so
It's Minion 2's turn.
Are we doing that? Are you dropping it as a reaction? Well, you might as well. It's in your interest. Leave it up, I guess, isn't it? Till I don't know.
Yeah, why are we getting rid of it?
I don't really know what's going on.
The idea was we needed to leave. We can't leave without attracting their attention. So
Well, we
we have
didn't
to
have
attract their
to.
attention.
Yeah, but
Well,
did Sana actually talk to us this plan? Because I don't remember this plan being spoken to me.
I was
No.
spending 10 minutes to renew the dome, just in case. Because I'd rather choose when we leave. So I'll just be doing that while everyone's...
So in other words, it's not up to you, Sana, when we leave. Glimmet's
Okay.
taking power.
You're free to leave. You can leave. the
But he's not going to help us if you do leave.
While Glimmet's organising the spell, I'm going to say to him, so Glimmet, you know we can't bring objects in that were outside whenever the kill spell gets. See all these arrows we're firing outside? If they fire them back in, they'll come in, won't they?
Technically, yes.
They're clever enough to think of that, which now you've just told the DM. So
Oh, I didn't. I said
I wasn't listening.
that's all right then.
I'm still trying to work out what's going on.
So
Welcome to our club.
Yeah. Well, Sana had previously said to Glimmet, when you hear the monkey scream, drop the dome. But it
He
appears
did,
that Glimmet
yeah.
is not doing that.
I heard him say that.
Um,
He ignored you.
Glimmet is renewing the dome.
That's it. He's a free-willed individual. So perfectly liberty to do that.
I don't understand why. I'm going to do the ritual and then decide. And so, can you skip me?
Yeah. So, but wouldn't you have just said no?
No. So
Well, I did say I'm going to prepare the ritual.
no.
Maybe he said it internally and thinks he said it externally because that happens to these smarter people, doesn't it?
And low charisma.
Yeah.
I guess. But you kind of leaving because Sana was like, right, we're going to do this. You drop this, and then you just sort of leave. Oh, fair enough.
Fine. Best laid plans. All that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you sneak out, take a shot.
Expecting the dome to go down, but okay, there's been a delay. She doesn't know the plan's gone that way yet.
Okay. The Sue monster sort of appears. It runs towards you, and it opens its mouth as if it's screaming at you, but no actual sound comes out. However, you do get a sound in your head of a monkey screaming, and the massive pressure on the side of your temples causes you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
So we don't actually hear the scream then.
Blood begins
Yes.
to pour out of your mouth and nose as the damage
I
to
need
your
to do something with
brain.
concentration. My concentration skill is useless. Ah!
And you are stunned.
Who would have
I
stunned
assume.
it?
Because
It's like a paralyzed, isn't it? So you can't move.
I'm not sure. Actually, I can't. Oh yeah.
Incapacitated, can't move, speak falteringly, automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, attacks against have advantage.
Thank you.
I just read the little leaflet I've got here. Helps me with stuff like this.
This one doesn't appear. I won't be totally mean. This one will though, and do the same sort of.
It gets advantage against him. Unless it does it automatically.
There was no attack
Right,
roll. There's nothing for advantage to.
This one again screams. It's like the pain and intensity doubles in your brain. You can feel the warmth of blood coming down from your nose. Make me another wisdom saving throw, please. Please save it. You do pass this time.
They only take half of
What happens if you don't?
Head explodes.
Hmm?
You don't take any damage.
You mess the outside of his dome.
So you manage to do that one. At the end of each of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw to get rid of that stun condition.
Right.
Barwin, you see poor Sana out there.
Okay. Let me see if I've got it. Wrong piece of paper I'm looking at. Okay. I walk over to here. I get my crowbar out. I reach out. I try to grab the top back of her cloak and then try and drag her towards me. I don't know how far can a crowbar and a hand reach.
A crowbar and a hand. Do you have, or is this third edition drag?
I don't know what drag is.
Lift, push, drag. 11?
11? That sounds like a nice number I can aim for.
No, that's the amount of you encumbrance you can drag, I think. On your inventory.
Oh, okay, inventory.
Oh no, lift, push, drag 300. Oh, that's easy. It's right. Your couch sheet was squished up.
Okay.
So you
Drag.
can drag 300. I thought 11 sounded a bit naff. It's like, can't push a bag of sugar.
11 coins.
When you can try and sort of grab him, are you with what, a crowbar?
Grab her. I remember it's a her.
Grab
I'm
her?
going to try and grab her cloak by the crowbar and then try and drag her back here.
That's
She's
a
like paralyzed, I
dexterity,
think.
I think that.
I'll see if I can hit her with my dex.
Oh yeah, okay. You grab hold of his Sana by her cloak and you can drag her, man. Okay. Good and Barley.
What about Jade?
Hey,
Jade's fine.
don't be silly. And that's my turn.
Right.
Yeah, I used a crowbar to do something. Yay!
Are they still in cover, these?
They're in cover, yes, but they not as much as they were before though, where they're only in 2 now because they're leaning out to scream. So -2 to
Not
hit
sure
them.
if it's a good idea to try and like get up and close with them. Maybe not. I don't know. It feels kind of cheated to just stand here. I'll try shooting once. Oh, well, I got 2 more rounds on my crossbow anyway. Wonk.
What's the penalty for this cover?
-2 to hit them, but you have advantage actually from firing out there. Although you might want to check the range. Oh,
It's 100.
it's a hit, yeah.
Jade comes back looking for her mummy.
Are these up in the tree?
Yeah.
The horse will stay there then for now.
Hiding behind the dome, okay. At the end of its go. Sana, you get to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 11. Just.
Indeed.
You recover from the stunned. You've got a headache.
There's at least 3 of them still out there. Lionel, you okay?
Oh, sorry. Is there? Did you say what's to hit? Are we still at advantage or
Advantage, but -2.
-2 advantage? Right.
Wow, 12 hits.
Phew. Whoa, what's all that rolling then?
That's because he
Says-
got over
Oh,
half
okay.
his hits, isn't it?
Got you.
They are certainly waiting for us.
He's like, screw that, what's going on? And disappears.
Okay, well, I'll command it to follow them at height, just to try and see where they go, and they're not just loitering.
Okay.
I mean, assuming that my Arcana roll told me these things can't fly, or
They can't fly, but they can do ranged psychic attacks.
Yeah,
Sonic attacks.
what, do I get to know what the range on that is? Is that too specific?
Sight.
Sight. Okay, no, it's staying with me.
Can your owl be affected by such things? I don't know. As a magic thing.
Yeah, probably.
You're right, Paulin.
I'm doing fine. What happened? Sana woken up yet?
You can see two.
Yep, recovered.
Did you thank me for bringing you?
Before I recovered. If you look up the chat, there is a written one from Sana.
Ah, nice. I go. So, we stay in here for a while, and maybe they'll go away.
Maybe they will, but they were waiting for us already.
Well, they're going to be in the trees, and I'm not going to be able to shoot into the trees to hit them.
Well, Warblin did.
Yeah.
You should-
Warblins.
The ones you can see are at -2 to hit at the moment. They've been screaming. You have advantage to hit them though.
I'll try it. Well, if he can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, you've just cursed yourself there, haven't you?
Yeah, double one.
Yeah,
you
there
did.
you go.
You just did.
I hit
Everyone
it.
turns and laughs at Barlin.
I hit it. I hit that one behind it. You just didn't see.
Seems like you hit the same one I hit earlier. With my double one.
Shakes the funk out and shoots at that one. And once again, Hunter's Mark's gone. Last one. Bloody concentration again.
However, a monkey falls satisfyingly out of a tree.
Fun. Got it.
It's raining monkeys.
Did anyone get an idea of how many there were initially?
7 springs to
17.
mind,
Bunch.
but it might be wrong.
Okay, this is my last one.
Don't forget you get advantage though,
Oh, yep, so you can have another shot.
Just in case
but
you
at
get a crit.
-2.
Okay, just a hit.
16, but still a hit.
Oh, one lucky glancing blow on it. Are you done? Yep, cool.
We've killed 3, haven't we? It's alright.
I think so. Wounded a couple of others.
Ooh, he's recharged. That's nice. And they run off, and we drop out of rounds. It goes quiet once more.
I mean, we've taken out almost half their number. Do we think they're still out there?
They
How
have
intelligent are
enemies. Yeah, if they have any sense, they'll be thinking to retreat. However, if they're just primitive, they'll be wanting to attack.
The
Monstrous,
monkeys.
primitive, they'll be wanting to attack.
Let's keep moving, I say, and keep an eye out.
Keep 2 eyes out. It's better. That owl do its job.
3
So-
would.
So you drop the hut?
Yes.
The problem is these things can, well, the noise in my head was intense.
Did we hear any noise?
Nope.
There was no noise.
It's some kind of an attack. It is 2 of them, at least.
You imagined it.
Indicate the blood that's dribbling out of my left ear. I did not imagine.
Well, I wish I could imagine it. But I can't.
Okay, so are you dropping the hut, Glimmet, to leave yourselves vulnerable?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, it's
Sorry.
it's
Such a
supposed to be
GF
a
thing to say.
time-saving device, so you don't have to fight things. At this point, it's kind of
I know,
failed.
I'm only teasing you. I just wanted to say, are you sure you want to do it? Alright, you you drop the hut.
Hooray.
If we can head north and west and then come back around if we have any opportunity to avoid them,
Why don't we just head east?
because that's directly where they came from.
But you says we go north and west, but we have to go east.
They're in that direction. We have to go in another direction before we can come back.
Are you going in the opposite direction and essentially skirting round? Is that the plan?
Yeah, if we can
Yeah. Yeah.
guide north and west, hoping they don't pursue.
And there are a few of them now, so we could probably deal with them if we did encounter them.
Alright, so make me a survival roll, please, Sana, to guide the party. One, come on. Okay, so you managed to pack up your things cautiously, keeping an eye out over the area where the Sioux monkeys were, and you beat a retreat away from them, sort of circling around to pick up your
So like
trail.
north, northwest. So
Yes.
almost directly due north, but slightly off to the left, but not a lot.
Does Lionel notice that there's a dead monkey lying on the back of his horse?
Don't think so. And by you continue through the day.
My horse won't have let you put something on it. And if it has, it'll tell me.
Yeah, it's a big vicious horse, that is.
So I would definitely know.
Ah. I put this monkey on your horse. Might be good for food later on.
The
Probably
horse is
starving at
already
camp.
the horse is already laden down.
Oh.
And by midday, you manage to reach Camp Vengeance. You keep an eye out, but don't see any more Sioux monkeys. It seems like the excellent hut that Glimmet built for you had really good defence. That's awesome, that spell is. So you managed to take a few of them out and skirted round them and evaded the rest of them. Well done. And by midday, the sun is beating down. The rains of yesterday have passed over, and you reach Camp Vengeance. As you approach, you'll see a guard wave as he recognises you approaching. Hail there! Good to see you still alive. You're getting to smile.
I'm glad I'm alive too. Thanks for noticing.
The gates will swing open invitingly, and Pern will come out of the command tent to greet you. Ah, my friends, so glad to see you are well. Did your expedition, did you find what you needed?
It was fine. You did happen to meet any old woman recently? Have you looking around?
Old women? No. No, we've...
Yep, and everything's perfectly fine then. Don't worry about it.
I see. Well, surely you wish to stay for the rest of the day here, and perhaps get cleaned up and the like.
Of
Have a
course. Can I cast a spell?
You can.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
That's pretty suspicious.
Yes, it is. Oh, hello. I get
I don't-
noise.
I really don't like it that you're casting this spell where I'm nearby you.
Just pray I don't ask you any questions.
I'm saying because I'm probably in the zone. I'm going to have to say the truth when I talk. So that was me saying the truth.
You can refuse to talk,
Oh,
but I will know if you're withholding.
Okay.
um,
One second, just before you do it, it is verbal and somatic, which means that you are going to have to do sort of gestures and say
Yes.
stuff. So it will be obviously casting something.
oh yeah, you know you're inside this zone of truth. The person knows they're inside it. They know that they are being forced to tell the truth. Therefore, they can not say anything. They can't lie, but they can not say something.
Or they can just leave the dome.
Walk out of your zone.
I don't think it's an actual.
Doesn't that say it's got a range?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 15-foot radius sphere. Well, I'll be right next to her to make sure that she doesn't, and I'll follow her because it stays on me.
No, it's centered on a point of your choice.
Yeah, me. Or her, in fact.
I don't think that's what point means.
What?
The point of the piece of ground, that thing never moves.
She gets a save though. Does she do that? See if she can lie within my. However, I know if she's lying.
She'll say, "What's the matter, my friend? What is the meaning of this? Surely you trust us here."
Is she in the zone of truth? Has she done a
She
roll
is,
to
yeah.
save?
It's just a little rude, but
Is it's Barlin. What is it against? Charisma saving throw.
It says on your spell what it's against.
DC 14 charisma.
I have to say the truth if I talk to you.
I just see you slope off out of the hide in the corner.
What troubles you, Lionel? She says.
I need to know if she's telling the truth or not before I'm asking her anything.
Well, she says, what troubles you?
I have deep
Why?
troubles of what may have come of this camp. I need to know exactly if what we're up against.
Her face darkens a little. What happened out there? What happened to you?
Tell me, what is your name?
My name is the Pern. You know me well.
Is she telling the truth?
Do you know if she's failed?
Yes, I know if she's failed.
Failed the
No,
save?
I know if she's passed her saving throw, so I know if she's able to lie.
Ah, okay. One moment.
So I know if they've succeeded or failed. Therefore, I know Barlin has failed his save, so I know whatever he says to me now has to be the truth. If he's within this radius. So I'll also know her if she's passed or failed. So if she's failed, I'll know she has to tell the truth. If she's passed, I'll know she could be lying.
She's passed.
She
You're about-
succeeded.
Yep, she succeeded. Are my rolls visible to you?
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So yeah, she seems concerned. You seem a little paranoid. There are sicknesses which are going around the jungle, monkey fever, and she looks worried.
What did you say to me before we left?
Is that no fair? The GM can't remember what I've said. I can't remember.
I'm not going to remind you.
What did you say? She will repeat.
If she doesn't remember, then
She would remember. Pern would remember what she said to me.
Perfect truth, only what she believes.
Yes, but Pern would remember what she said.
I think she would. She did say something about. What did I say? Pern will remember though what she said, so she will repeat it to you. Was it something
So
like
she
I
does.
hope you stay safe or something like that? Was it?
I think she actually offered him a
She
place.
offered me
here.
the commandship of this place.
Oh yes, of course, yes. I apologise.
She offered me to be the commander. So there you go.
But obviously he's got issues with trusting his minions. So
Hey, this old woman, I don't trust, can take on forms, I reckon, and stuff.
She can absolutely take on forms.
So I'm not trusting anything at the moment.
In that case, you say, why? Of course, I offered you the leadership here. You would make a fine commander, but I'm
Alas,
worried about your
Glim-
demeanour at the moment.
we encountered a creature that was vicious, and when she escaped, she made threats.
towards you.
I see.
Have you seen any
I
flying
need to know
monkeys
you're
around here
safe.
lately?
Sorry, Warbling, what was that?
Flying monkeys. Have you seen any around?
Flying monkeys? No, I have not seen. I've seen flying monkeys in the past, but not of recent.
They are apparently affiliated with her. What do you think?
This jungle is known to harbour dark witchcraft and bad magic, curses and the like. Is this what you speak of? This woman, she threatened. She threatened me.
She did. She threatened she would harm you.
Well, I will remain vigilant, but I can assure you she has not been here.
She calls herself Nana Poo.
How do you know what the saving throw is, by the way? What the DC is? Is it always 14?
It's on the spell. It should say on it. On when if you look at the pad, it'll say a DC on it.
Yeah, it's like
Where?
8 plus the spell level plus the appropriate casting
Yeah,
ability, I think.
there's a formula to it. Basically, it's to do the proficiency and the like, your stat and things.
Okay. Because I was just reading the thing about it. It doesn't say anything about the. So it's not in the actual write-up of it. Somewhere else.
No, it's on the on your paladin class. It says basically what your spell. Yeah. Thank you, Kerry.
Okay.
So the more charming you are, the harder your spells are to.
Yeah, you're a charisma-based guy.
Woo.
Strength for personality.
Jesus.
Just,
I got you. Okay.
it must have been a trying ordeal out there. Surely you need rest and some food. If there's anything I could do to assure you that all is well here, I will do what I can. But aside from
We've
that,
met-
where are they?
This woman
Got a-
troubles me.
I've got a question before he talks.
Go on.
There's flying monkeys, and then there's upside down monkeys. Is there any other monkeys out there that try to kill us?
You missed out undead for armed monkeys.
Did I see an undead forearm
Yeah,
monkey?
you did. Yeah.
Yes.
So are
Okay,
there
and
undead
them ones.
upside down flying for
Oh no! Imagine that at some point in the future we see a giant four-armed flying undead evil psychic monkey.
Just want to keep my options open because I've already got bugs. Now we've got monkeys, and then there's the undead problem, and then there's them ghosts, and then what was that other thing?
The Guardian Naga. We were successful, Pern, in our
And
quest for information.
what did you tell her what that old woman was? Because you thought she was some funny creature, like a fairy or something.
I sensed the presence of fey creatures. I do not know at all what she was, but nothing else on that pinnacle.
Tell her
fit the criteria.
Tell her that. Don't tell me.
She's listening. She can hear.
I have heard rumour of one called Nana Pupu. People talk with her of fear that she is a cruel and evil witch. Yes.
She certainly fits that description.
If it is that she has, why would she single me out? I do not understand. I wasn't even there.
Oh, I think she said something about. Oh, I don't know if I should say this because it's going to be.
She read into our minds and saw
Well, your mind.
She said she was going to pick on Lionel's girlfriend, and she picked your name out. That's all I heard. And I don't actually. In my defense, I'm actually think I'm talking the truth because I am. This is what I think it was said. So it's actual truth.
She said something about do I detect love or is it lust?
Pern's cheeks flush a little red as you say that. I hear these hags, these creatures are most vindictive and create lies and mistrust between people. It seems like she is doing that already. We must be vigilant against her. They are patient and take much glee in others' suffering. Lionel. Funny.
I tried to speak to Glimmet if he comes over.
I think he was hiding somewhere. Did you say you were hiding, Glimmet?
What's he hiding for now? He's got an army of undead.
Oh yes, what are you doing with your friends? I forgot about that.
I left them outside.
Alright.
Tries to speak to Glimmet then, just quietly.
So I'm not standing in your zone of truth. That's
I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Not because of the truth thing. I just want to know, what does he know about these? Does he know anything about these shape-shifting or people, and can they take on their memories as well? Not that I'm a mistrustful person, but I need to cover all bases.
You mean the hags?
Yes, so if she can shapeshift, which we believe she can, would she take on the memories of that person, or could she access the memories of the person she takes on as well? Is that possible?
I don't believe so, but GM?
You don't believe so? You can also be aware of simulacrums and the like, Limit, if you want to.
I mean, it's possible if she can read your thoughts, then if she was to dispose of the real Pern having read her thoughts, anything's possible.
I doubt she would be able to imitate me that well. There is only one of me, says Pern with a
We're
smile.
talking quietly though, so
okay.
So that nobody else can see it.
Okay, but Sanna's just realised something.
You not check
she'll just
pay by any way chance?
Yeah, Sanna will just quietly slope off to one side and commune with nature briefly in the way that she can, see if she detects any fey presence within 6 miles.
Whistling innocently as you, yeah.
Just look, taste the wind, check on the ground. Unfortunately, this won't be perfect unless there are No, Faye. Lionel, get rid of your horse, please.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I will dismiss my horse. All my baggage drops to the floor. Damn it. And those bones.
She smiles and says, "Well, I'm sure you do not need a zone of truth for that question, Bolin."
I don't know if who's near by me, but I'll wink at them.
You've probably stood by yourself by this point.
So, primary
Where's
awareness,
Warbler then?
any Faye.
Sorry, yeah, to get back to the. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
getting distracted by Barley's
That's fine.
cheekiness.
That's cool.
You do not detect any Fae at all in Camp Vengeance.
Well, don't forget it's a 6 mile radius within this hex.
No, no Fae in the hex.
Okay, I'll stop concentrating, brush yourself down, and just go over and give Pern a sisterly hug. I think you are who you say you are, Pern.
Future
Well,
love interest.
Thank you,
Forgive
Sam.
me, Pern. I need to be vigilant of this woman.
We always need to be vigilant here. This is a dark place, and there are enemies beset all around us. But I'm sure you will help guide us to the truth, Lionel. I know you're pure of heart.
I don't think you should be left out of sight, though, while she is on the loose.
I
he's
agree.
Just you can
I'll show you a
come
tent.
with us.
Oh, right, yeah.
Go to the tent.
Yeah, at night time, when we rest.
Perhaps we
Not be
could.
left alone.
Perhaps we could prepare a meal, then, Lionel, and we could discuss plans here at Convention. So I'd like to get your thoughts on a few matters.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good. I believe my dwarven friend is in need of a decent meal.
Oh, we were joining you with this meal? Oh, I thought it was just the two of you.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Barlin. Yes, he is right. Just the two of us shall dine tonight. Thank you, Barlin. That is
Don't you
honourable.
mention it? Yes, it is of me. Yes. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
She smiles and says, "Very well. I'll see you later, then, Lionel."
Yeah.
What are the rest of you going to? Is there any other plans?
Just
for
wondering why Lionel's taking relationship advice from Barlin. That's the only thing that sounds wondering.
Barlin, so he doesn't get the meal.
Pretty hilarious.
I'm thinking about heading over to the quartermaster.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to need some bolts.
I'm going over to ask him, say, I've got a friend that's like, having a date with this girl tonight. Do you have any special, perfumes or anything?
We are all eating with her, by the way. I was joking. I think we all need
I
to be
don't
there
think
when
she was joking.
She
I
wasn't.
think
No.
it is.
Oh, okay. We've got actual things to discuss.
She has things to discuss, religious type things she'd like to. None of the others would find it interesting.
I'm not intelligent enough to know what she's on about.
Okay, so Barlin just causes trouble. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Just relaxing for a bit. Well, relaxing as much as Senna can when she's coming closer to civilization.
I wanted to buy some new bolts for the crossbow.
You can absolutely do that. Yeah, you can restock
Oh.
here.
I'll pick up all my baggages that the horse left when it disappeared.
Okay, and since the time you've left, there have been some improvements in the camp here. Sort of improvements to the drainage and things. It appears like Perna's leading them on a much more solid course than her predecessor.
Probably spend some time with whoever's the camp cartographer to share the information that we've got from our map. And again, following up on a suggestion from Berlin. When speaking to the aforementioned cartographer or whoever's responsible for that sort of stuff at the camp, what do you know, if anything, about the Valley of Lost Honor?
The Valley of Lost Honor.
Or the Peaks of Flame, or the stretch of land between them?
All right, so you'll be able to talk to people in general around here, but there is a cartographer who will be most interested in sharing the map you've got. The one that Sindra Sylvain gave you is probably one of the most complete maps of Chult, and especially now you've added to it.
I mean, they're on this side of the river, so I'm assuming the knowledge of the location of Mbala and the land to the south is going to be of use to them as well.
Absolutely. I mean, they do know about the area of the river and sort of around here, and some other areas are on there. But he has. They have been here for a while, so they have heard about. Just trying to find the Valley of Lost Honor.
Oh, and we'll warn them against travelling too close to Orla.
I see. It is a evil place.
No, but it is not the sort of place you wish to stumble into. There are defences.
I see. And the undead we're mostly concerned with lie to the east anyway. Did you see any undead to the west?
A few.
A few.
No evidence of any tent, however.
Ah, I see. This would be worrying if they had spread to the west as well. We are trying to contain them all that we can. I do, however, know of the Valley of Lost Honor that you ask for. It is said that the undead hordes of Rasni wiped out a tribe of Chultans in the Valley of Lost Honor. The bones of the fallen Shao are gone, along with everything else, which has been since swallowed up by lava that pulls out of the volcano west of Harakamar. This is all I know, really, of the Valley of Lost Honor. It is the site of an ancient battle.
Well, thank you. That is more information than I had before the conversation began. We plan to head there by sea. Do you know anything about Shilku, its bay, or the land of ash and smoke and the cauldron?
Land of ash and smoke and the cauldron. He says thoughtfully.
Indicating them on the map.
Shilku I know nothing of, nor really Shilku Bay. We have not been so focused on that area of the island, with it being clear of the taint. What was the other area? Anything about the mountains? Did you say the Peaks of Flame?
Or the Peaks of Flame, or the land of ash and smoke? What we seek is within those two or between those two locations.
The land of ash and smoke. I hear it's a hellish, smoky sea of black volcanic rock, traced with streams of lava. It's quite a hellish, unnatural, almost landscape. It's supposed to be a playground for sort of fire elementals, fire newts, and there is talk that there is a red dragon that lives in the land of ash and smoke.
Good to hear. I think I'll have to ask more in Port Nyanzaru.
Yes.
It may be that direction is not the best route. Perhaps Shiku Bay. She begins like thinking to herself, talking to him. Shiku Bay and then through the Valley of Lost Honor would be better. There's a mine on the map. Do you know if that is still active?
I do not. I'm sorry. I do not know much of
Do
the
not worry.
mines there.
I think I know someone in Nyanzaru who would be more than happy to give us more information about the mine. Thank you. Hopefully the information we have exchanged will be of use. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my god, there's more minions. I've just noticed. The minions are growing. Yeah, there's 4 of them.
I think that's for features, making the characters.
Alright. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do in the safety of Camp Vengeance?
Guillemette is buying 3 heavy crossbows, and I'm buying more arrows. I've paid already for the arrows.
I was doing the same with arrows. I've done the same. I only needed 10, but I paid for.
No problem, that's fine.
And he's buying scale meal. How much scale meal? That's going to be expensive. How much money have you got? You're always moaning you had no money.
Scale mail's 50 GP. It's the cheaper.
Oh. Did you have scale meal?
Would you out of habit and then forget because I'm actually going to do it as a milestone, but never mind. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap it up there. We're just coming up to 10:30.
So it is.
Lionel, if you whether you want to pursue an interest with Pern or not is entirely up to you. Either case, you'll have a pleasant evening with her, I imagine.
Thank you. It depends whether pursuing anything puts her in jeopardy.
Well, as long as your wife doesn't find out.
As long as you are not married, you are both of noble.
I am not. No.
Well, put us in jeopardy. Are you talking with Nana Poo-Poo?
Yes, because now he's realising that loved ones can be targets.
Well, it seems like the cat's kind of out of the bag a little bit with that one, but so
Yeah.
it's.
We might as well. What the hell? Let's have some character relationships.
9 months down the line.
Jungle.
We may never come back to the Camp Vengeance again.
9 months down the line, you could have another character, maybe line up.
Could have an heir.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was such fun.
Okay,
Just what an adventurer needs.
I'll wrap it up
Family.
there. Nice one, folks. Good session. Enjoyed running it. Thank you for playing.
Thank you very much.